If you're not familiar with competitive Call of Duty, no flag limit coming up. 2 5-minute rounds with teams swapping sides at the end of the 5 minutes. If the score is tied after both rounds, team will play a stopwatch when they attempt to capture the flag in the fastest time possible. Flag must be at home to score.
Okay, so we are going to be watching Capture the Flag on standoff. This is probably one of my favourite Capture the Flag maps, if I'm being perfectly honest. In fact, it's just one of my favourite maps in general.
Yeah, it's a good map. There's sort of the middle, the left and the right hand side route, so it's...
Yeah, exactly. It's a very open map, depending, of course, how your team are set up. I mean, we'll probably jump straight on board with Fariko, see how they can recoup after their heavy defeat there, 6-2. Marks, of course, ripping into them on that search and destroy. Yeah,
I think the run and gun gameplay types, Fariko, are probably going to come off better. But, you know, I think TEC deserve their place in this group, although I would say Fariko maybe probably placed a little bit higher than they are actually placed, because it is the 9th to 12th pool that they're in, Pool C or 3, whatever you want to call it. So, you know, I fully expect them to come out top on this group.
Yeah, I would have thought so. I mean, I think all groups are actually quite tough the way that it's popped up to so far anyway. But, of course, this is just going to see how the teams fit into the double elimination bracket that will, of course, start tomorrow morning, Saturday morning. Over here it's probably going to be around 10-11 AM UK time, but now we are going to get things underway. Standoff, capture the flag here. We're going to start on board with Fariko. I want to get on board with maybe Luke or Mello. I think probably Mello is going to be running that submachine gun. That is, of course, MSMC, and he's going to push straight down that right hand side. He has got the flak jacket perk enabled, which means that he will be able to take more nade damage around his vicinity. He does come head on head with 2 early on, but does manage to get taken out. But team kill there by Oswi.
On board with Luke, going to run through the centre and has dexterity, extreme condition, and using the EGL9 for actually nice play by him and take out Mark's grenade going over towards the flag.
Just a quick request, Ton. Can you actually put your phone on silent?
Can I put my phone on silent?
Yeah, apparently it's going through on the stream. My apologies there, Christopher Trout, who of course has just made that complaint on Twitter. Now we are on board with Luke, who's managed to get himself around the back and in a heavy dominant area and able to make that 2-piece there. But Fariko still in a good position here just to push up as the TEC lineup were pushed back there.
On board with Mello at the moment, using MSMC, and it does seem as if Fariko are the one that are pushed in, but I would expect TEC to probably sit back, take a little bit of pressure, get a couple of kills, and push out. So on board with Mello at the moment, he's going to get taken out by Oswi over the top there. Not a lot of luck going on from Fariko at the moment. 0-3 for Mello, 0-1 for Amaze, and then Luke's going to be taken out as well. So as said, we did expect TEC to break forward, and that's exactly what they've done right now. That flag's going to be pulled away. Mello's got a lot of work to do from where he is.
Yeah, he has managed to be able to take down that first player, but the flag carrier did decide to run through that middle map and take him out in the back. This is all down to whether Luke can get the cut off here as he runs through that broken build area. He does manage to do so. Flag not return though. Can his teammates get up there to get this flag return? Let's have a look. We are on board with Fizzy, who has just been taken down. It's all down to Amaze whether this is going to get jumped in, which it has been. That is 1 flag on the board for Total Esports Circuit Swedish team, and this is looking good now. They've taken the momentum from that search and destroy, and they are looking very, very strong now.
On board with Luke with the EGL94, he's in a good position. A good point that you need to do is get a hold of this build. Oh, nice kill by him on a break in there. And yeah, I said you do really need to get a hold of that left-hand side build. He's getting taken out by Cappy though. If you do actually want to manage to take any flags, let's switch it up. We'll go on board with Fizzy down the right-hand side. Let's actually have a look at the scoreboard. Cappy going 6-1 with 1 capture. Nice play by him. 1-4 by Amaze, 2-7 by Mello, and they need to pick their games up.
The thing with this TEC Swedish lineup is they always have that one standout player, the playmaker. It's not always the same person, but they are always the same player that's making things happen. So, I mean, in the search and destroy, it was, of course, Martz. Early on to capture that first flag, it was Cappy. But now we are on board with Fizzy, who's trying to hold down this box's spawn area. The other side of that statue has just landed bullets into that first player coming towards him. Kill has not been made yet, though, as they're just baiting each other out. But Fizzy has been shot in the side by Oswi.
Luke in a good position, though. He doesn't have any help from his team. He should take out Martz with that MSMC. Going to switch it up. Get on board with the MA. Let's see what he can do here. He's got a lot of fire going down. Breaking does take him out eventually. Staying on board with Fariko for this side. We'll, of course, switch over to TEC Sweden on the next. Mello will be a little bit silly to go for a flag pull straight away. Smoke's going to go down. Give him some cover. He needs some help from his teammates.
It's interesting to see the utilisation of the smoke grenade a lot more now. in Black Ops 2 than what we ever have seen on Call of Duty before. But Mello goes straight for that flagpole, but player breaking sat directly in that corner, but that's 3 down there for Fariko. And of course the 5-second spawn delay that we do see implemented will cost them, as it means that the total esports circuit Swedish team can push further up the map, making it harder for Fariko to push out off the spawn. But Maze making sure that won't happen. They are able to do so early on.
Ball with the Maze at the moment, using the M8, mid-map lightweight toughness and dexterity. Of course, we don't see Dead Silence used very often now, do we?
No, only in Search and Destroy really, and of course the perk 3 greed option that enables you to have 2 perks always means that it's equipped with something else. But huge shout from Fariko there as they make that 2-piece, and it looks as if they are going to pull this flag that was down to a Maze to prevent it through that top building to provide the cover. Unable to do so, Tech with a 2-piece there. Luke taking down March. We just have a quick look on the minimap, and that is a heavily dominated area around Fariko's flag as they are trying to pull that away.
Flag has actually been pulled by, I think, yeah, it was Cappy, so he's getting away with that flag, and he had some cover as well. Let's jump on board. Who is actually pushed up for Fariko? It is actually Fizzy. Let's go on board with him. He's surrounded by players. He somehow managed to scrape himself through, though. He's in a good position to do something here. Let's see what he can do with the M8.
Yeah, that flag keeps getting further and further away. He is making his way round that back. Make sure he's not going to get shot in the back there. That is a cover player. Takes it down. Goes for the flag carrier. Unable to do so. Perhaps should have challenged the flag carrier just a little bit sooner there. But Luke left on his own. He has got the cover provided for the flag puller. Now they don't want, of course, want it to get any worse. I mean, if it were to extend the Tech's lead to 2-0 early on, but Maze going huge there with the 2-piece, going for the flag return as well, and able to do so as March literally ran away from him there.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate. Mello not going to be capturing this flag. Currently 1-0 down at half-time. We'll jump on board with Tech Sweden in the second round.
Yeah, of course, they are currently 1-0 in the lead. But now we are going to just be watching that final kill cam there. That was from March, just taking a Maze out as he ran forward. I mean, it was a good attempt from a Maze there late on in that round. Of course, taking out 2 players, going for the third, but just getting taken down the side. Now we are going to jump on board with the Total Esports Circuit Swedish team now for this second side, as they currently have a 1-0 lead to their name. If we get on board with Breaking first of all, but I think we're going to go on board with March, who once again is a standout player for Tech. He has got his Hellstorm missile and his Lightning Strike, which of course will come into play should Fariko pull a flag.
Yeah, on board with March now, of course, as said, does have his score streaks. The Lightning Strike and the Hellstorm missile, so they'll come in good when the flags do actually get taken by both teams. I would imagine he will be using them defensively more than anything, because they're currently 1-0 up, 4 minutes 25 seconds just gone on that clock.
They don't need to make any rash pushes now, Tech, because of course they are in the lead. They've got the score streak. Should Fariko pull the flag, it'll mean that they are able to get the Lightning Strike in and whatever. But Mart's left alive, the only player left on his team alive there as Fariko pushed up. And it looks as if they are going to be pushing down behind March once again. Going huge there. Huge 2-piece from March there with that B23R with the flag return as well. And Fariko just cannot get past this guy. He is so strong.
Great play by March there with the B23. It's like a little hand cannon, isn't it? It just takes out players like so easily just for a secondary weapon. It's not going to get another kill. You nearly did though. Fizzy eventually shutting him down. Let's go on board with Oswey, who's going to use the MSMC. Using that left-hand side where most of the action seems to be going down, taking out Fizzy, who was just there taking out March. So going to move into the house. Cappy taking out Amaze as well. I can see Tech Sweden taking the 2-1 lead here. Definitely the better team as the flag's being pulled now. Let's go on board with Cappy, who is the flag runner. He's currently on a 2-kill streak. March giving him some cover as well. Luke getting taken out by him, but Fizzy taking out Martz.
I'm surprised Martz hasn't actually helped out his teammate with his score streaks.
You know he's going to land this. That's going to be 2-0.
Need to. Tech take the lead 2-0 now.
You have to be careful not to be counter-capped though.
Yeah, Fariko got it all to do. Luke and Fizzy answering with a 2-piece. Cappy just taking down one, but Mello straight up on the push over the top granite, but has been taken down the back when he attempted to pull that flag. If we just jump on board with Fariko now, have they got any score streaks? I highly doubt it.
Let's actually just run through the team. I don't think we're going to. No, definitely not. So let's jump back on board with Ozzy, who's live around the flag. Defensive setup from Tech with 2 minutes and 45 seconds coming up on that clock. He's going to get a kill on the Fizzy as well. He's not going to get the second behind the blue van as Miz is going to come in, take out Ozzy with that M8, and the flag should surely be pulled by Fariko. Now Tech, if we actually look at Cappy though, is he going to go for a counter cap or is he going to set himself up?
I would recommend, if it was myself in this situation, I'd just linger around that frag just a little bit longer. Of course, there's no need to make any mistakes, no need to have that massive icon above your head showing exactly where you are. And they are in the lead as well. They don't need to make any rash pushes. 2-0, they have got the safety of one flag should it get capped, and that is what Fariko is trying to do now. If we just bring up that minimap, all of them are pushing in together.
Cabby's in a great position though to stop this now. Even if Fariko do break through, they have no idea he's there. They will be aware that he's alive though, so let's see what he can do. He's not going to make any kills whatsoever. Mello wipes him off the board. Let's go on board with Breaking, who's all the way back in his spawn. I don't think Martz is going to be able to do anything about that either, and that should now be 2-1 to TEC. Yeah, that's score now. 1 minute 45 left on that clock though. We do know that Martz does still have his kill streaks.
Yeah, of course he didn't use them there because he knew that none of his teammates were in a position to return the flag should he actually make the kills, so it would have been a waste of those score streaks. Now Martz just pushing down this left hand side, is in the farm area on that tractor, just getting a little bit of the height advantage. Has seen one player run through that middle map, will of course call that to his teammates and retreat back to the flag himself. Sees him going in towards that butcher shot, but his teammate managed to take him down, so that was a good call. Great communication here from the TEC lineup, and 1 minute 10 left on that clock for Fariko to get themselves back in this. They need one flag to tie things up and take this into stopwatch.
Let's have a look at the mini map, and we will see a lot of Fariko players coming through the centre of the map too. They're pushing towards that flag. Two TEC defenders though. Ozwa's going to take out Fizzy straight away on ball with Martz, looking for that play. I think this is actually up top. He's going to come around behind him though. The flag is actually being pulled by both teams. Let's go on ball with Ozwi, who's defending at the moment. I think he's just waiting on the Fariko player taking it that way. He's actually missed him. Is he going to catch up?
He's got himself away from that. Now that's the MSMC in the back. Luke just managed to make himself around that corner, but Martz, huge score streaks in from Martz there. That lightning strike just managed to take down 2. That was 4 down momentarily. I think Fizzy takes down Breaking. So flag wasn't actually returned yet. And still hasn't been done. So Amaze has picked up that flag. Score streak going in for cover from Mello. It looks as if that flag is going to go in. It has done so. Mello going huge there with a score streak as well. So 18 seconds left on that clock. No flag will be captured now, I highly doubt, but it is going to go to overtime. So do you want to just give a quick explanation?
Yeah, overtime is going to be where it is pretty much the team who capture the flag first, and then sorry, not first, the team that captured the flag quickest.
Yes, exactly.
So we will see one round at the beginning, and if a team captures, say, a flag in a minute 30, then the other team has a minute 30 to capture a flag on the other side of the map.
Yeah, now I don't know whether you put that in into Fariko waking up a bit more there, or TEC perhaps getting a little bit too defensive, but certainly
They sat back too much for me. I think they should have pushed and went for it. They were 2-0 up, playing well. They sat back a little bit, got punished. So we'll go on board with Fariko on this side,
who of course will have the momentum from coming back from a 2-0 deficit to tie things up and go
with the score streaks though. So let's stay on board with him. MSMC in hand, and I would imagine they'll go all out on this side to get a flag very, very quickly. Smoke going down top of the roof. I don't think that's where he actually intended to land it. Still on board with Mello. I think what they will be expecting is TEC just to sit back and probably try and get a counter attack.
Was that Fizz with a 3-piece there?
I know, I think he only picked up a couple of kills. Still on board with Mello. He's getting himself in a good position though. He's going to get shot in the back though, taken out by Martz. Unfortunate for him. Let's come over with Fizzy though. I think I'd picked up a 3-piece, currently on a 3-kill streak, sitting back on his flag.
Yeah, he's just providing defensive work for his team there. Sure that there's a player through that bottom granny's house around that blue building. His trophy system does pick up a defensive tactic there though. So there is a smoke on that flag, so he needs to be very, very cautious. His eyes need to be peeled and make sure none of TEC run onto that flag, which they do. He does line bullets on, but the flag's been pulled away. When able to take down Oswi as well, so that's 2 down for Fariko. And we're going to get on board with flag runner, which is capping. He does manage to get inside and avoid.
That's very, very crucial. He's going to get around the back. Is anybody from Fariko there to stop him? And it's not looking like it. That's going to be the flag, hopefully, to TEC. It
looks like the only player can come through that middle building, but he got took out, and that is going to be a very, very quick capture from Total Esports Circuit. So we will just get told the time by Treyarch here, and we'll be able to tell you how fast Fariko are going to reply to that. Now, of course, Fariko are going to capture a flag quicker than what TEC just did to win the map.
It's 1 minute 12.
That is
not a lot of time at all.
And we know that, of course, Fariko just used the last of their score streaks other than a death machine, I believe. And if we just have a quick look at what did we have on there, TEC haven't got any score streaks at all. And we are going to go on board. Well, I think we do need to go on board with Fariko for just 1 minute, see how they go for that full push. But Breaking and Oswi, a huge play there.
Are they actually going to go for the counter cap? In a sense, it is a bit of a counter cap. Oh, and it's not going to come off a Luke either. So the flag may be pulled by TEC. They only had 45 seconds left on that clock now, Fariko. Flag pulled by Cabby. Hellstorm missile in ball and bound. That's surely going to take out the guy in the middle of the map. It's looking like curtains for Fariko in this map. That's probably going to be 2-1 to TEC Sweden by the looks of it. I think that flag's actually going to go in as well.
And they have improved their time as well. Total Esports Circuit Sweden with a huge capture the flag victory there against Fariko Dragons, arguably the favourites to win out of this group as well. So huge play. Could be on for the big upset first of all here. First game on live stream.
Yeah, that is going to be 2-1 to TEC Sweden. The next map is actually going to be Hardpoint Express, which is a great hardpoint map.
I think Fariko will get back into this and it will go all the way. See, Mello not having a great game there, 16 to 27, but was top of his team. So that just shows how bad that actually went for them.